How you going, guys? As you seen last time, you know, we've done our resizing, you know, our case trimming, and now it's on time to basically primer, pocket clean, deburr and chamfer, and clean our the inside of our brass out. So we'll take our brass, which is, you know, got a few in there in the I put that in the, I just labelled it deburred, primer, pocket clean. So basically, you know, once it's all been, you know, resized, they'll go into this tub. From this tub, once we've done this process, they'll go into the brass ready for priming tub. So I know that the brass in there has been trimmed, it's been primer, pocket cleaned, uniformed. All that process is done. The only thing I have to do is pop a primer in it, and then it's ready for powder and projectile. So to start off with, guys, you would have probably just watched the video on the unboxing. So this will be a bit of a review as well on this part, as you would have seen me mention in the unboxing of this. I've just recently purchased this, and just to save the time on undoing some of the heavy reloading, you know, it's a bit of this process is a real time killing process, especially if you're doing it manually. And by that I mean the old way, using your primer, pocket cleaner, uniformer, and your chamfering and deburring tool, which is just now going to destroy me. There we go. As you guys know, anyone that's done reloading, this process by hand, especially if you're doing a hell of a lot of cases, can be very tiring and time consuming. So you know, I bought the Lyman you know, Case Prep Express, just to save me a bit of time and a bit of hassle. So basically, you know, on the top here we've got our primer pocket uniformer, our primer pocket cleaner, our ball brush or shell brush, our chamfer and deburrer. So here we have all our trim cases. So the first thing we're going to do, we'll fire it up. First thing I like to do and get out of the way is to just chamfer it, then deburr the outside. From there, as you can see, nice and smooth, really leaves a nice finish. And then we'll go from there, we'll go on to our primer pocket uniforming. And then we'll go into our primer pocket cleaning. As you can see, guys, it does a really good job. Really good job of cleaning that brass. And then finally, onto our bore brush, just run that up and down a couple of times just to clean out any muck. Give it a little bit of a tap on the top, a little bit of a tap on the bottom, just to get rid of any brass out. Now that is basically, again, brand new brass. You know, if I wasn't using such high quality brass, brass that was the flash hole was punched instead of drilled, I would then go ahead and grab my flash hole deburring tool or uniforming tool, and I would then go ahead and do that. But seeing I'm always using good quality brass, it's not cheap brass. There's no real need to. I don't know how well you can see through that, but it's you know, it's quite clear. So that'll then go into my brass for priming box. Once I've done all those, they're all done out of the way. You know, 100 or 200 or however many I'm reloading at a time. I'll then you know, I'll go on to priming the brass. So from there, I'll basically go on to the next step, which is quite easy. I've just got the Hornady hand press, you know, for hand priming tool, sorry, rather. And I'll just take the brass, and then I'll go through this process. You know, this is, you know, pretty quick, me going through this as at the moment. But you can understand, when you're doing 200 and 300 cases of brass at a time, each one of these processes could be anywhere between half an hour to an hour to 2 hours, maybe longer at a time. So I tend to do usually 1 to 2 steps a day, or of an afternoon after work. And then once it's at this process, then it's just a matter of doing your powder throw and then seeding your projectiles, which is always the best part. Of course, the best part that follows after that is then to be able to take it up the range or go hunting and use the rounds that you've just made. One thing when using a hand priming tool or any sort of priming tool is to always make sure you keep the case faced away from your face or anywhere part of your body, because if one of those was to detonate, you'd end up with a really bad day. So I always face it away from myself, pull it out, just make sure and check that primer is seated below the head of the rim, and then you know you're good to go. If it's sitting large and you've noticed you've got another primer sitting there ready to go, just drop it back out, bring it back up, slide it back in, and just seat it the rest of the way, and then you're good to go. So anyway, guys, that's that part of the process. Now I'm going to go into two different methods with my powder throwing in the next vid. So in the next part of that, we'll get on to what I do. One of those is going to be working up loads for a new projectile. The other one is going to be basically just how I reload on a general day-to-day basis once I've already got that data from working up a hand load, and basically how I train and keep my loads precise from round to round. Once I know pretty much what powder charge I'm going to throw, just how I go about it, methods I use to make sure I keep some consistency. Anyway, guys, we'll wrap this section up for now, and we'll see you on the next part of the vid. Alright, guys, see you then.